So there was this group of women doing a study of the book of Malachi in the Old Testament. And they came upon the third verse in chapter 3, and it puzzled them. It said, "He will sit as a refiner and purifier of silver." And they wondered what this statement meant about the character and nature of God. So one of the women offered to investigate the process of refining silver and then get back to them at their next Bible study. So that week, the woman called up a silversmith and was like, "Hey, can I come watch you while you work?" And she didn't mention anything about why she wanted to do this other than her curiosity about the process of refining silver. So he agreed, and she went. And as she watched him, he held a piece of silver over the fire and let it heat up. He explained that in refining silver, one needed to hold the piece in the middle of the fire, where the flames were the hottest, as to burn all the impurities away. The woman thought about God holding us in such a hot spot. Then she thought again about the verse. He sits as a refiner and purifier of silver. So she asked the silversmith if it was true, if he had to sit there in front of the fire the entire time that the silver was being refined. He said yes, and he went on to explain that not only did he have to sit there, but he had to keep a very close eye on it, because if it was left a moment too long, then it would be damaged. The woman was silent for a moment, and then she asked, "How do you know when the silver is fully refined?" And he smiled and said, "That's easy, when I see my image in it." If today you are feeling the heat of this world's fire, just remember that God, our Father, has his eyes on you.
Lately, one of my favorite parts of the day is making my iced coffee right here at the bar. I finally installed an ice maker, and let me tell you, it has changed the game. This ice maker is so much more than a luxury. It's convenience, sustainability, and quiet performance all in one. It makes up to 88 pounds of ice a day, and the storage holds up to 24 pounds, which is honestly perfect for hosting or just keeping the ice flowing and the good vibes going. And can we talk about how uniform the ice cubes are? They're perfect. 0.9 by 0.9. I know it sounds small, but when the ice hits the glass just right, it really does romanticize the moment. It runs quietly thanks to the upgraded 495 watt compressor, and it's eco-friendly too. It uses R290 refrigerant, which is natural, energy efficient, and gentle on the environment, so I can enjoy my little moments without the guilt. Setup was simple. It has a gravity drainage system, a flip-top design, and it even comes with everything you need: connection hoses, drain, ice scoop, adjustable feet for leveling. The maintenance is minimal, but the benefits are major. Sometimes self-care looks like skincare, and sometimes it's just being able to make the perfect ice drink exactly when you want it. It's not about doing more, it's about doing the little things well. Cheers to weekly resets and always having ice when you need it. I have had so many people tell me that I'm lucky I finally get to live the life I've always dreamed of. But the thing is, it doesn't feel that way to me. I know the way it looks from the outside looking in. But the truth is, I can't seem to enjoy it. I thought about why, and I realized the reason I have not been able to enjoy it is because I am scared it's going to end. When you live your life in survival mode for so long, and especially when you go through a season where you feel like everything goes wrong, when things finally start to go right, you almost live in a constant state of waiting for the other shoe to drop. It took a lot of introspection to figure out that the reason I can't enjoy where I'm at is because I'm scared it's going to be taken away. I don't want to hold on to the life that I'm living and the things that I have in this season so much so that it becomes an idol in my heart. You see, lately, my struggle has been how to appreciate what I have and where I'm at without making it an idol. On one hand, I want to romanticize all aspects of the life I get to live. But on the other hand, I don't want to become so focused on where I'm at and what I have that I lose focus on what I'm supposed to do and where I'm supposed to go next. I asked God about this, and I heard him say, cherish, love, and appreciate what you have now and be willing to let go when the seasons change. It's not that we can't enjoy nice things, cherish a good life, or hold people dear. We just have to be able to let go when the seasons change. You see, you can't hold on to things, people, and situations that God said to let go of, because you never know what letting go is making room for. A branch that once bore a lot of good fruit can need pruning in the next season. If you try to hold on, you will stunt your growth. So I guess the lesson here is enjoy the season you're in, but be willing to let go when it's time for the seasons to change. It is time to fold some laundry. One of the things that I've been learning when it comes to rest, routines, and structure is, first of all, not only how important it is, but these things actually, as much as sometimes we want to avoid doing the work of chores, I find that my mind really stays in a much healthier mental space when I keep order in the house. And before I worked a lot, so it was one of those things where I didn't always have the time to create the structures and systems within the house. Oh my gosh, I added bleach to my laundry. Look at that. So I guess we're about to bleach tie-dye this linen top because it's a great quality one and I'll still wear it. So anyways, before I would work so much, I didn't have the time to create the structures and systems necessary to stay on top of everything without being overwhelmed. And I'm finding that in this season of my life, not only is the structures and the systems so extremely important, but it's also the thing that allows me to rest without feeling guilty about it. And in a sense, when you keep structure and order about things, you actually have a whole lot less work that you are creating for yourself because you're kind of staying on top of it. So when you stay on top of it, it really doesn't take as long to maintain it, because at that point it's just maintenance. And I think that's the main thing. For some people, maybe you grew up where this was not something you struggled with, but for me, I have always struggled with stretching my attention span thin and getting bored with things really easily. So for me, this is something I'm learning more about in my adult life, especially because now I'm home staring at this stuff all day. So it's really up to me how on top of things I'm going to stay and be, and how on top of things I stay is really what determines how much work I'm able to get done and how much rest I am able to allow myself. I'm finding that allowing the space for myself to rest and recharge really gives me a sense of focus when it's time to get to work, because I don't feel so tapped out and drained. But what I will say is, more recently, I think I overextended myself when it comes to, just certain things about like working in social media, the social media space. I felt like, especially for the month of March, I accepted so many sponsorships that I think I like low-key burned myself out, because I still am trying to recover from that. And I've decided that I'm going to accept a few less sponsorships in the upcoming month, because I want to finish my commitments for the things that I've already committed to. But also I want to work in a break for myself to kind of like relax, because I need it. If I don't do it, I will burn myself out, and I can feel the burnout coming. It is 100% so important to make sure that you create some structure for your life, but also work into that structure rest, because rest is definitely something that is necessary. I'm gonna finish folding the clothes in this basket, because some of these clothes stay down here, but then some of these go up into the closet. So we're gonna go up to the closet in a bit so I can put some things away. I'm still kind of figuring out where I'm gonna put certain things in there, because I still have not put shoes in there at all, and I have a lot of shoes, so I do need to figure that out. Until then, I am going to try to arrange some things in there in a way where I can get to it easily, but so it doesn't look like cluttered. I really got to figure that situation out. I think I'm gonna go with a bookcase of some sort where the gold mirror is, to stack shoes and kind of like call it a day on that. So that's the game plan for that particular portion of the room, so I could clear out our game room from all of my shoes that are literally sprinkled all throughout the bookshelf and lining the room, and then the extortionately high two stacks high of coats and jackets and things. Quite ridiculous. We're gonna have to go through that too, but I'll spend the summer working on that, chipping away at that slowly, so that right before fall I can drop the closet sale and you guys can buy the jackets that you have been eyeing, and they can go to a new home that will take advantage of and respect them in the way they deserve to be worn and respected. So yeah, that's kind of like on my to-do list, but not on my to-do list today. You might remember when I first got this fridge. It came perfectly packaged, super easy to put together, and I knew exactly where it was going. I wanted a space that felt intentional, beautiful, and most importantly, convenient. So now that it's fully a part of my daily routine, I thought I'd show you how this Tilsa 24-inch French door wine and beverage fridge has become one of those upgrades I didn't know I needed, but now I can't live without it. It's like having two personal assistants for my drinks. One side for the wine and the other for everything else. It's literally split into two compartments. The wine section has a tempered glass door that holds up to 18 bottles. The temperature is adjustable from 41 to 64 degrees Fahrenheit. So whether I've got red or white, it's always stored perfectly. The other side is what I call my fizzy zone. Up to 57 cans of sparkling water, kombucha, or whatever I'm feeling that week can fit inside, and it chills them between 35 and 50 degrees Fahrenheit, which is that ice cold sweet spot. It's those small luxuries that shift the energy of your space. The way the interior light softly illuminates the wine, or how easy the French doors are to open, even the sound of it closing just feels intentional. And the design, I mean, whether your home is modern, classic, or somewhere in between, the sleek stainless steel frame and glass doors really elevate the space. It looks like it's custom, but really, it's just well made. It's also super quiet, just 38 decibels, so I can relax in here, journal, or edit without any background noise. It's honestly one of the reasons I put it in this space. It also takes care of itself, literally. If I forget to close the door, it alerts me. It has auto defrost, energy-saving lighting, and it'll even power off when not in use, so I don't have to micromanage anything. It's not bulky either. It's about 34 inches tall and just under 24 inches wide, and a little over 22 inches deep. It holds a solid 4.24 cubic feet of space, and it works tucked under a counter or freestanding like I have it here. I always say your home should feel like it's taking care of you. Whether it's a skincare fridge, a cozy throw, or something like this that makes it easier to rest, host, or hydrate in style, it's all about investing in the experience. If you're thinking about elevating your space, especially heading into hosting season, this is such a good place to start. I'll leave all the details down below, but just know it's 100% worth it. There were some people that asked me the question of why I do not put the mini fridge in the game room. And the reason is because I know that I'm going to be spending a lot of time in this room. I have been actually since it's been together. And just like in situations right now, and even situations like last night, I was in here, I was like working and putting things away, and I got real thirsty and I was able to go in here and get a drink. So we're now at the point where I am actually thirsty and I do want to get a drink. And I have my drinks in here. The one I'm gonna have is a Bloom energy drink because I do need some additional energy. I just love it. Like, it's so good. I'm gonna give you some specs and details on it, and I'm gonna insert some footage of what it looked like when I first put it into the closet room, and putting it together was so easy. To be able to have access to an ice maker in my bar, and to even have a bar to have an ice maker in my house actually is insane. It's kind of like a dream come true in a sense, because it's like one of those easy, simple luxuries. I feel like something as simple as like an ice maker, and having the mini fridge in my closet. Like, to have a mini fridge in my closet, a closet that's like also doubling as a little mini fashion living room, is a dream come true. Like, I cannot believe the difference my life has, like, the difference my life has changed in just a year. It's literally like insane for me to think about, but I love it. It's super sleek. The design is amazing. I love the fact that you could see through this side. I love the fact that I could put whatever I want on this side, whether it be snacks, cheese, and meats, and whatever. Like, it is a wine and beverage cooler. However, you don't only have to put wine and beverages in it. I do believe that it is extremely versatile. So if you've ever been thinking about having a mini fridge either in your bedroom, in your closet, in your game room, you could even put it in your living room, wherever you want to put it, because this particular one, like I said before, can be built in to a countertop space, or you could just have it standing alone like me. I could actually find probably some type of shelving unit if I wanted to put it within something and have it fit that way. But I just think it's so cool. Like, I cannot believe I get to own it. I get to own the ice maker. I will also have the link to the ice maker as well. The ice maker is something that can be standalone. It doesn't have to be built into the cabinetry like I did with mine. They actually have a little reservoir hole at the top where you can put the water bottle in, like if you want to use like filtered water and just have the water bottle put in, like those the like water fountains, you know, the standalone water fountains. It's the same concept. You just put the big 5-gallon jug or whatever it is on the top, and you have filtered ice that way. So it's such a dream come true. I'm so happy that I get to have them both and experience them and just incorporate them into my day-to-day life as just small, simple luxuries. So definitely check out the links in my description box if you are interested, because it's such an easy way to romanticize your life, and it's a simple way that makes every like little moment feel a little bit more special. I definitely am due for a little bit of a restock, so I will be going to the store to restock. I might pick some of the same things but also add a few different things and get some more snacks to put in the solid side. I'm currently having a turkey jerky, and these are actually so good. Highly recommend. This is actually what was in the fridge. I also have these cheese, fruit, and nut snacks. These are the ones that I have added in here as well. But I'm having a little snack because it's midday. I need it. And also, our power is out. So I'm waiting for them to turn it back on. It might be a couple hours. So I'm actually pretty much done with all the things that I needed to do. I tried to pick different rooms to reset during certain portions of the week, just so I'm not doing it all at once and getting overwhelmed. So today was the kitchen, living room. My bedroom is always something I try to keep on top of, and you know, because I was doing laundry, I had to get the stuff and kind of put it in the closet. And then towards the weekend, not necessarily on Saturday, but more so on like Sunday afternoon, I'll typically start working on other areas of the house just so it's prepped and ready for the start of my week. I'm not one of those people that does like a whole entire reset on like a Saturday or a Sunday. I kind of like to break it up into 2 or 3 times a week that I'm just kind of touching different rooms, because it just helps keep a good flow for me so that I don't feel overwhelmed and I can continue to do all of the different work that I'm trying to do. But also, I feel like every room does not get cluttered or messy, or it doesn't need cleaning at the same rate. There are certain things that you have to do a little bit more often than others. So I try to spread it out in that way so that I can maintain a good like little flow. Having a house this size is new for me. I'm also still learning about how best to break up the flow of what I need to do. We did say we were going to get a housekeeper, and we are, but I also want to kind of still create a system that works for me. I think I'm going to give myself the biggest luxury of all, and that is the luxury of rest. But I hope you guys enjoyed this short video of me just, you know, taking care of my house and doing just normal things. I feel like everything doesn't have to be super aesthetic. Everything doesn't have to be so overly produced. Like, this is just part of my daily life, the things that we would consider boring, but it is still something that we all have to do. Hopefully it was a little bit of, you know, just encouragement that life doesn't have to be so extra all the time. Sometimes the biggest joys in life are in the simplicity of life, you know, just doing small little things. I love you guys so much. I will see you guys in my next video, which will be some home decor updates, because we actually got the nightstand for the master, the vanity for the master, the couch for the office, a couple other things that are just like little small updates. So we'll be doing that in a future video. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out Chores in the description box if you guys are interested in a wine and beverage cooler or an ice maker. Check them out. I'll have all the links in my description box. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.